Hello Brawlers! Have you opened your summoning stones yet? If so, what hero did you get? I am so excited about your collection, so please share them on our Telegram and Discord channels. And now, I am Iz, your game host manager, as you all know, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you another very cool character. Now, if you're wondering what this character is, who this character is, and what her abilities are, then lend me your ears because this is a very interesting hero. Now, it all started in the early 1800s when John Bell, a farmer, and his family were reportedly haunted by a malevolent spirit dubbed as none other than Belle the Witch. Do you have this character in your pool? Now, let's see how lucky you are if you do. For centuries, the legend of an evil entity called the Bell Witch made her waves in rural Robertson County in Tennessee, and she remains a part of American folklore to this day. Now, she did not start as an evil entity. First, she was just known for knocking on doors and pulling on blankets from beds, but really quickly she turned violent. Now, if you want to know how terrifying she was, keep watching. The story began when John spotted a strange-looking creature in his cornfield in 1817. It had the body of a dog, but the head of a rabbit. When he shot at it, however, the creature disappeared, so he didn't think much of it. Now, later on that evening, when John and his family were having dinner, they started hearing weird, inexplicable noises. The sons ran out and they saw nothing. However, later on, the following weeks, they continued to see apparitions and heard weird noises. All of the family, Lucy, which was John's wife, started getting a little scared, and of course all the children as well. One of John's sons saw an extraordinarily sized bird, and Betsy, John's daughter, saw a little girl wearing a green dress swinging from the limb of an oak tree. Really creepy. Now, with time, the hauntings only increased in violence and in frequency. It was not only knockings, but now choking noises, and also invisible dogs fighting, the sound of them fighting, and rats gnawing on beds. All of these were sounds that were happening, and the sound of chains being dragged on the floor. Everything started going more and more, and the violence came when the children had their blankets ripped off and they had to endure scratchings and hair pullings. I know, it started getting terrifying. News began to spread, and John's home soon became a tourist attraction of sorts. People even would travel from out of town to come and see the witch's tricks, and even future President Andrew Jackson is said to have paid the Bells a visit. Now, it is unclear what happened the night that Andrew Jackson was there, but villagers do say that they saw him running out the following morning screaming, "I would rather fight the British in New Orleans than the Bell Witch." Now, that is proof of her strength and power. Now, even though I said that the Bell Witch was very violent towards John, Lucy, not Lucy, I mean Betsy, so many names, Betsy and the other sons, she seemed to really like John's wife, Lucy. You wanna know what? She brought her fresh fruit when Lucy was sick, and she would often compliment her. Now, there are no real reasons or explications of why she would do this, but if you find out, please let me know, Brawlers. I think sometimes, the enemy has to have at least one ally, so maybe by being nice to the wife, the other people would think that the Bell Witch wasn't really a thing, or the wife could defend her. I don't know, who knows? If you know, let me know. As the years passed and the hauntings continued, John began to experience weird muscle twitchings on his face. Now, then these twitches turned into migraines, then into tingling sensations, then into fatigue, and into seizures. And then in December 1820, so 3 years after the hauntings had started, he slipped into a coma, and the day after, he passed away. He died. Now, oddly, John's family found a strange-looking vial with a strange-looking dark liquid in the kitchen, which hadn't been there before. Now, John Bell Jr. took a drop of it and put it on the cat's tongue, and the cat fell dead immediately. Poor cat. Anyhow, when this happened, the Bell witch's voice echoed through the house saying, "I gave old Jack a big dose of that," which fixed him. So she killed him. After other terrorizing events, there are so many which you can read about, the entity visited Lucy and told her she was leaving, but that she would come back in 7 years. And yes, in 1828, she appeared in front of John Bell Jr., and the Bell Witch talked to John Bell Jr. about the past, the present, the future. She even made predictions about the Civil War, which was still 30 years away. That's crazy, she just came back to talk. A really different witch from the one we saw. Anyhow, I imagine she still did her haunting events. Now, when she was leaving the second time, she said she would return in 107 years. However, there are no tracings of her actually coming back in 1935. However, some of John Bell's descendants do claim they have seen signs of her, and according to the Associated Press, Lucy Bell Butler and her daughter say they have seen the black dog from the original tale and the giggling girl in the green dress that, if you remember, Betsy had seen more than 200 years before. Now, of course, Lucy Bell Butler's claims, along with everything about the legend of Belle the Witch, are doubted by many. After all, it is a folk tale that has been passed on by generations and generations in the United States of America. But, folk tale or not, I would be terrified if I was related to John Bell. And now, Brawlers, would you be scared? It is an odd character, right? But odd or not, the real thing is she is powerful. And now, do you think she will be a good asset for your pool of characters? We gotta check out her skills. Belle the Witch has a fantastic comprehensive ability score of 81, with an attack mode of 81 and a defense mode of 70. She can easily dominate a game. Now she has an explosive force of 60 and a control level of 78, with a support rating of 80. She was gonna make an incredible game support character. Really dope and also creepy story, right? And also the fact that she did all these violent things and then she came and predicted things about the Civil War, which actually was over 30 years away, more than 30, is really crazy. Anyhow, what did you think, Brawlers? Please let me know, and remember that I will keep sharing the lives of other gods, goddesses, demons, tyrants, and monsters, so stay tuned, and remember that you can see them on the Eternal Brawl website, eternalbrawl.io. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, on Telegram, on Instagram, and on Discord to stay tuned with all the updates on the Space Guild Metaverse. Stay cool, Brawlers!